Hey guys, thanks for stopping by to check out the CFA Big Air event from this past Saturday. Runners got 2 runs, their best run counted, and their best run is coming to you for your viewing pleasure right now. Let's get started with Katie Gurdon dropping in for UNC.
Bless my heart.
Kenny setting off the 3-foot kicker, getting a nice indie grab, picking up a score at 2. Teammate Kelly dropping in right behind her. Kelly's also sending it over to the 3-foot kicker. Also getting a solid indie and a solid landing on it for Kelly. Coming in 3rd place over on the girl side of things is Liberty's Ashley Alvarado. Ashley was the first girl to send it off the big 6-foot kicker. Having a little trouble stomping the landing, but picking up some amplitude points good enough to land her in 3rd place. 2nd place on the day was Brandy Fronte for Liberty University. Brandy also dropped in on the 6-foot kicker, got a lot of amplitude, and stomped her landing to get 2nd. 1st place on the day though would go to Caitlin Falk. The judges were pumped on this chick. She sent it off of the 6-foot kicker, got a solid indie grab, and sent it big, stomping her landing. Good enough for a 1st place finish. Over on the ski side of things, the guys had to get organized for the bracket and got seated in the prelims. 6 skiers went. Drew Simonson starting things off with a sick grab, plenty of amplitude, getting a score of 11. The 5th place seating for the day would go to David Stanley of UNC. David dropped in on the 6-foot kicker and put down a solid 540 to get the 5 seed in the men's bracket. Denver Fontaine would pick up the 4 seed over on the ski side of things. Denver sent a solid 360, grabbing the entire way around to land himself in the 4 seed. 3 seed would go to Virginia Tech's Andrew Merrow. Andrew dropped in on the 6-foot kicker and put down a solid backflip about 50 feet away from the lip of the jump to get the number 3 seed in the men's bracket. 2 seed would go to Liberty University's Tim Stelzer. Tim dropped in on the 6-foot kicker and put down a solid 900, landing him in the 2 seeds. Number 1 seed for the men's bracket though would go to Virginia Tech's Dominic Schwartz. Judges were stoked on Dominic's amplitude as he sent a huge 720, nearly 75 feet away from the lip of the jump where he took off. With the men's ski bracket set, it was time for the snowboarders to take to the slope. Jack Roberts got things started for us.
You gotta hold on.
Jack came from UNC, set off the 6-foot kicker, cleared the knuckle, put down a solid run to get things started for the snowboarders. Evan Libetto from Virginia Tech would drop next. Evan rolled down the windows all the way to get across the lip of the jump, nailing his run. Dwight Payne for UNC would follow Evan. Dwight sent it off of the 6-foot kicker, getting a little indie grab, about 30 to 40 feet away from the lip of the jump for his run. Dropping next would be Liberty University's Alan Deanling. Alan got a solid little method for his run on the Big Air course. Jared Schultz dropping next for Liberty University. Jared put down a score of 8 with a solid backside 360 over the gap on the 6-foot jump. Tanner Karemski would drop next from Virginia Tech. Tanner got a 9 on the day and put down a solid double nose grab. Judges gave him a lot of style points for that. They were stoked. Connor Eckert would drop next for Liberty University. Connor got a score of 10 with his backside 360, taking it about 40 feet. It would be Seth Mueller, though, from UNC to grab that coveted number 12 spot to get the bracket started. Seth put down a solid melon grab, gapping over the knuckle to land himself a 12 seed. Tyler Anthony from Virginia Tech would land the 11 seed. Tyler dropped in on the big air course and put down a crazy backside rodeo 5 tail grab to get the number 11 spot. Number 10 spot on the day would go to Isaac Gibson. Isaac dropped in for Liberty University. Isaac put down a solid backflip to move himself into the 10 seed on the bracket. Number 9 seed would go to Liberty University's Steven Dankert. Steven dropped in on the big air course and put down a solid laid out backflip to get that number 9 spot. 8 seed would go to Austin Herrero from Liberty University. Austin put down one of his newly learned backside 360s, taking it about 50 feet to get the number 8. 7 seed would go to the mustached Dave Prominence. Dave put down a solid frontside 360 tail grab and somehow, while it was in the air, managed to shave off that mustache, landing him a number 7 seed. Jesse Spadino, who dropped next for Liberty University, picked up the 6th seed on the day with one of his patented backflips over about a 45 to 50 foot gap. Dustin Dresser from Virginia Tech would walk away with the 5 seed in today's prelim. Dustin put down a solid backside 540, super styly. Judges loved it. Brendan Sullivan would walk away with the 4 seed in the prelim on the day. Brendan also put down a backside spin 360, but super big. Took it about 65 feet and very stylish. Kevin Hoff walked away with the 3 seed. Kevin put down a backside 540, style for days. Judges loved it. Super sick trick to land him the 3 spot in the final in the bracket. Zach Tozier would drop in next for Virginia Tech to land himself the 2 seed in the bracket, and Zach put down one of the biggest tail grab backflips ever done at the Liberty Mountain Snowflex Center to get that 2 spot. Number 1 seed though on the day would end up going to Zach Buckle, and there was no disputing it here that Zach was the number 1 seed when he put down a solid double backflip. And that's what went down today at the girls' final and in the men's prelims. Make sure you slide over to collegiatefreestyleassociation.com to get the full scoop on what went down in the bracket. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.